Like, it should start as a fart, see it through to a shit, and then all the way back through to farting again.
That is called a Connecticut toaster strudel, and you will not slur its name.
You just push all the way through.
I feel like I'm going to need a spotter. Jay, what are you doing next week?
He's going to be icing your strudel, if you know what I mean. He's also in trouble.
Hey guys, I know this is shitty cinema, but I have to apologize.
Why do you
I did something terrible this month. I brought something that I thought would be fun.
How did you think it was going to be fun? You've seen it before.
I fell asleep through it the last time. I didn't remember how long it was.
Didn't you see this in theaters?
I fell asleep in the theater.
So you fell asleep in the theater and then thought, hey,
I mean,
this would be a great movie to engage my friends.
Obviously, because this is
Are
shitty
we friends?
cinema. What do we do here, Dave?
I don't know
What the fuck do we
anymore,
do here at
Shoes.
Shitty Cinema?
Listen, I'll forgive you. Do 10 Hail Marys. Do 20 minutes of self-flagellation.
Flatulation?
Flatulation. I want you
Does he
to fart.
lock himself in a closet
I
and
want
continue
you
to fart?
to
Dutch
fart
oven yourself. Dutch
to a
oven yourself
full
to sleep
shit.
tonight.
A full shit. Fart yourself to a full shit in public. Sit in it for 20 minutes. Deny it 3 times like Judas. And then walk out.
Around here, they call this a Dutch toaster oven. Awful.
Well, everybody, welcome to Shitty Cinema. This month,
It's sex education.
this month is.
Just kidding.
I wish it was. I would be a lot less satisfied about it coming to a close if it was Sexual Education Month.
Yeah.
No, this month is coming to a close, and we are all ever so excited that you stuck with us through all of this terribleness.
Stick with us because we're also going to be doing Hooked on Phonics, the audiobooks. This is Read It and Weep Month, where we take shitty books that are turned into even shittier movies. We've had
Easy.
Some of these
50
weren't
Shades.
shitty books.
Okay, 50 Shades of Grey was.
That was.
Congo was. That's
Yeah.
a shitty book.
Yeah.
What else have we watched?
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
And
I mean,
actually,
that's just a
about
classic.
about a third of it's pretty shitty. Actually.
Yeah, you
in
read
retrospect,
it.
so
You read it in 3rd grade when you're still excited and you're like, I can read things. The whole world is mine. Then you go back and read it, you're like, So yeah, so we picked a bunch of shitty books unintentionally that are even worse fucking movies. We've had one fun movie this month.
And the rest just sucked balls.
Yeah, tell me a monkey
Man.
movie was fun and I will stab you with this purple pen. I see it on your face. Shut up, Jay.
They're apes.
Well, I do have to say it's better than what I decided to bring. I wanted to confirm the Illuminati this week,
I hate you.
and it was a bad idea.
Terrible idea.
I brought Tom Hanks to us in the DaVinci Code 2006.
I'm literally yawning
And
as we
Dave's
try and record
literally
this
yawning.
because
It's-
this 3-hour just shit show of a movie.
Fucking
We
cinematic
had to brew
tranquilizers.
a pot of coffee. This has never happened. This has never happened before. And only 2 of us are jet lagged. Everyone else is just like blind, stupid, tired because this movie is visual ambient.
2 hours and 54 minutes of visual ambient tranquilizers.
I just watched
Don't
Tom
add
Hanks
nothing.
fill out Jesus crosswords for 3 goddamn hours.
If I wanted to do that,
I
I,
don't
would
need
go
to give
to
a
work.
plot.
Was there a plot? I don't know.
Well, before we get to the plot, the whole plot of it, we should probably introduce ourselves. This month, I am Juice. Next month, I might not be able to be Juice anymore because I think we have a vote to kick Juice out. Is
Yeah,
that-
we're going to upgrade Yato to Juice now.
We're putting him on the island just to vote him off.
Does Elon Musk have an island? Maybe we can use his.
I think he lost that too.
I think he tweeted it away to the SEC.
Oh, hot take.
Will someone later
really.
Will someone later please explain
old
why
news.
he's in trouble to me
Yeah.
in terms I can understand? Still doing crosswords. So
I either just blink
you cunt.
Yeah, I'm Juice, and I'm not going to be Juice next month because I will be dead.
You will be pariah.
I will be pariah.
I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay. I'm Dave.
I'm Casey, and I just woke up for, I don't know how long I was asleep, but nothing progressed in the movie. Tom Hanks was still doing crosswords. So
I either just blinked
I don't
or...
know. I feel like my head was only down for a second, but I'm not really
Could have
sure.
been 2 minutes. It could have been 45.
It could have been 2 hours because in 20 minutes of this film felt like a 8-year probation sentence.
Yeah.
So Juice, first of all, we're walking arm in arm. We're on vacation and we're having a lovely time.
What's wrong, Casey?
And we're at the Louvre. Oh my God.
Why
like
did
a
you bring
big,
me here?
giant French glass penis.
She doesn't know it's a Louvre.
It's a Louvre. And I say, dude, the Pope smokes dope. Let's go smoke some dope in the basement. Let's get on this elevator. And as soon as we walk in, a very sweaty, nervous Tom Hanks is our bellhop.
Why did you pick this job?
I don't know. Times are hard since they didn't want to do a Turner and a Hooch sequel, which I'm for. Kickstarted that, people. Kickstarted that. I hope that dog's not dead in real life. Anyway, as he goes to push the basement button, he accidentally pushes the cut wire button. You have 10 seconds. What was this movie about? Go.
Tom Hanks goes on a scavenger hunt to find the Holy Grail and confirm the Illuminati. But why?
Well, since I'm on the elevator with you, I'm also going to throw out my hot take of what the fuck's going on in this movie. Tom Hanks is the worst Frodo, gets double-crossed by Gandalf. Jesus' offspring is French now? I think not, Dan Brown.
Nice. That was 7 seconds.
Yeah, no, I concede to you.
I'm too tired to time that, but I'll just take your word for it. That you were
How
both under.
very French for them to just assume they're now related to Jesus. Get the fuck out of here, Frenchies.
Jesus was French.
Go fuck some cheese. You're the Wisconsin of Europe. We don't fucking care. They are. I'll say it. I'll say it.
I find that difficult to argue with.
You can't. You can't.
I mean, by geographic standards, that means that Czechoslovakia is like the Washington, D.C., which I can see. I can totally see that. Anyways, not our podcast.
Because we don't understand geography.
I'm
So-
so happy
Yeah,
that
I don't even know if that checks out, actually, but...
Well, first of all,
American public school system.
there's a few people in this movie. No one that's really important. We have Tom Hanks, who plays Tom Hanks, that has the front half of his head shaved for whatever reason.
I really wish it
not a
would have
good
been
look.
Tom Cruise.
We,
should have
the
been Tom
whole
Cruise.
movie kept saying Tom Cruise. Because
Not we, just you.
It would have been such a better movie. I would have stayed awake because someone would have had like their blood pressure above resting heart rate because everyone was just too fucking relaxed. No one was in danger. No one felt in danger, and they're all just meandering around as the French do.
Some wind sprints really would have helped this movie.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
we had one guy doing wind sprints. We had sadomasochistus, not Ginger.
Masticus. He was gonna chew him up and spit him out.
He's a sadomasticator, you know.
Yes. We have the holy granddaughter, who we find out is the offspring of Jesus Christo. We have Gandalf. I mean, that was a fucking gem.
Yeah. He
Sir
was a
Ian
gem.
McKellen.
Never forget the
Was he
sir.
a sir at this point?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He done been a sir for a minute. We have the guy from The Assassin. No, we all speak English.
The professional.
We have the professional, Leon. Leon's in this movie. He's kind of a dick and he never speaks English, which,
Yeah.
I mean, speak American. What is he saying? Is he talking about me while he's doing my nails? I don't know and I can't trust it.
I would if I were one of those nail employees.
I work
all I
in a
do is
restaurant.
talk shit.
We all speak English and talk shit about you the minute we get in back. So, I mean, there's a good chance they're talking shit about you at the salon.
Right in front of you.
Be nice. I mean, just be thankful it's in a different language. Every sounds.
The heavy-handed religious
every-
garbage is killing me.
Oh, side note, not super important to the plot. We have fucking Cardinal Doc Ock. You don't like that, so.
Racist.
You seem to be forgetting the most important character in this whole film.
We said Sir Ian McKellen.
No, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. He's in every puzzle.
He's
The
a part of
heavy-handed religious
every-
garbage is killing me.
Oh, side note, not super important to the plot. We have fucking Cardinal Doc Ock is up in here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Cardinal Doc Ock. Any minute.
So
Those robes
happy.
are hiding those electrical robot arms.
Yep.
And he's drinking. He's smoking.
He's getting shot, which was by and far one of the best parts of the movie.
Oh shit! I was asleep. I didn't see that part. So
You
we
didn't see
now
that
have a
part?
bit of a baseline.
He got
yeah.
shot by the
albino.
self-flagellating albino.
Rude. Why?
Because he rounded a corner and accidentally shot him, and then
Yeah.
he was
no.
hanging over his body,
Who's his
and
friend?
then he got shot a couple of times, death by cop, and
Good.
that was like really the only scene that I was like, oh, cool. So this guy just offed 3 cops, accidentally shot his friend, got killed by the cops, and his friend got caught with doing all the bad shit.
Yeah, that was like the third ending of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Third or fourth.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Somewhere around there.
All right, Juice. What the fuck is the plot of this movie?
Walk us through it.
You know-
Explain this wonderful.
I
Meander
really-
us, French meander us through this.
Well, you'll see.
Nobody help
There's
him, by
this
the
man,
way.
and he dies, and
Yeah, nobody help him.
I want to see what he got. from
he's
the-
going, oh, fuck you.
Come on, Juice. Give us your hot take.
This man, he dies in the love, and despite being shot, and I mean he looked like he was at least 90. He left this very cryptic message that must have taken him at least an hour and a half to set up while bleeding out. He does it in his own blood, which, by the way, I learned something. Black lights show blood, just so everybody knows.
That wasn't blood. That was semen.
Oh,
Because it was clear on the wall. Also, I want to point out that there was no blood trail from spot to spot.
Yeah, good point.
So he just cupped it and held it.
No, he just put his fingers in
No.
it. He was a sadomasochist
he's
too.
French. He corked it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Sorry, go on, Juice.
So anyways, Tom Hanks, being a Scientologist or a Symbologist or whatever the fuck he does.
Symbologist. The
Symbologist.
Scientologist, the other Tom.
He's Simba.
He gets called in to figure out what's the Fibonacci sequence. There's a Fibonacci sequence in it, and he gets called in to figure out what it is by the professional. What's his actual name? Leon.
I don't remember his real name. He's Leon.
Yeah,
He's
no, he's
Leon.
Leon. And then the sexy French girl, which I don't remember her name.
Marianne Cotillard,
No, what was her name?
holy granddaughter.
Holy granddaughter. The holy
Sophia.
granddaughter shows up to try to smooth things over, allegedly, and meets him in the bathroom. Gives him a message. He calls his
Yes.
phone, leaves
Dude,
a message, says, meet me in the bathroom.
You're like 10 minutes into this 3-hour movie.
Yeah,
You
I-
gotta hit the gas here, buddy.
well, this is the setup.
Taking the French meander.
You told me to take the French meander, and this is how
Through
a
the
French meander goes.
countryside.
So now they meet in the bathroom, and she tells him that, hey, they're going to set you up and try to frame you for his murder.
Set up, man.
It's the fucking setup. We need to...
Just wake me up when you're done.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. We need to get out of here, and they devise this plan to get out of here and go on an epic long scavenger hunt to find the Holy Grail. And that literally then goes on for another 2 hours.
So long.
They get clues to another clue, and then we realized, that clue is done, but let's get something else and put something else in there. Let's bring in Ian McKellen to explain
Sir
what we did.
Ian McKellen.
Sir Ian McKellen in
Knave.
here to explain what we didn't know about the clues. All the while, sadomasochism boy is running around murdering people and now framing Tom Hanks and the Holy.
See, because when Jacques, the grandfather, gets
It get explained very much.
No.
Other than that, it ends finding out that the Holy Granddaughter is the Holy Grail because she's the last living descendant of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. I'm gonna go hang myself.
So the bad guys are using Tom Hanks as a patsy because when Jacques, the grandfather, gets murdered, he leaves Tom Hanks's name in lemon ink because he
Like Patsy
carries around.
Ramsey.
No, it's semen.
Yeah, all right, semen. So
Like-
he leaves fucking Tom Hanks' name in semen on the floor, and then the professional's a
Like
professional.
Patsy Ramsey in that fake ass fucking what's it called? Ransom Note.
Yeah, like in that fake ass ransom.
Oh my God, Dan Brown killed John Benet Ramsey. We gotta move. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Pagans for Jesus killed.
Oh yeah.
Jean Benet Ramsey.
Everyone is a pagan in this movie.
That's a Christian thing. If you're not Christian, you're a pagan.
Oh, okay.
But it's not, and I'm done. I can't take it. So if there's anything I missed, please let me know.
Yeah, there is stuff that you missed. You missed a lot.
Here's
of the
what's
plot. Important. Jesus was shacking up with Mary Maggs, and she's a whore, but
No,
then
she
she's
wasn't.
not a whore. She was slandered.
She was
So,
slaying.
Turns out she was married to Jesus, and the Holy Grail was her holy vagina.
Yeah.
And they had kids, and then the bloodline is Sophia, and so her vagina is technically the Holy Grail.
But listen,
Literally.
Well, the Holy Grail
Literally?
was the body of Mary Magdalene that they could DNA test to prove that she was the descendant of Mary Magdalene.
Which doesn't even work like that.
but
Not at
her
all.
bloodline is not like mine, and she's not meant to drink jug wine. So
That's fair.
I contend that her Holy Grail is like a shot glass, and my vagina's a pimp cup, bitch.
So you're saying that she actually isn't the holy descendant of Jesus Christ? Because Jesus Christ can fucking turn water into wine.
Yeah,
so
but he can't drink that wine.
What
I
the
bet
fuck? He's
Oh,
also
he
black.
hated
It occurred in France. None of them were French.
So did he?
All you
He's
that he can't-
French.
That is pretty metal.
Yeah, I can drink wine.
He's there.
To make other people drink blood.
I'm fairly confident the canon is that he's Middle Eastern.
But now they're trying to make him French.
No, they did not make.
They're trying to retcon
No.
him into
He's-
Frenchness.
He's
No,
also
I
black.
hate
It occurred in France. None of them were French.
So did he
All of the-
surrender?
They just-
Oh,
They just took the bodies there later.
I think they're trying to say that France is the Mecca. I feel like
This
they're just
ain't no
trying to
Mecca,
whitewash this whole
man.
thing. Dan Brown, I don't fucking trust you. Hey,
You missed
I don't
like
trust
an
anybody.
hour of
Yeah.
this.
I hope so. Listen, they really wanted to get their rental fee out of shooting at the Louvre, which was very annoying, and they kept like trying
Bringing
to
it
jam.
right.
You can tell that was all done in one day, but they're really just trying to jam all of it in there.
No, I could not tell that.
Also, like watching this in 2018, I was really pissed that like that whole time a Beyonce music video didn't interrupt this shitty movie while they were there. I would have really appreciated that. Let's try to be positive.
okay.
Tom Hanks has a superpower of autism.
Super autism.
He has a puzzle solving skill where he can just stare at a puzzle and like, you know how when you push on your eyes, you see like those glowing squares all of a sudden? Well, he does that with letters and all of a sudden can solve problems
Well,
with it.
yeah. I mean, have you ever like stared at something for too long and then it's like all you see when you look away? It's that same sort of thing, but when he just looks at something for too long.
No, usually like I'll be trying to spell the word for and then I think about it for too long, so then it looks always wrong. And you're just like, fuck. I don't know. Is this the German spelling? I don't want this. I just want to sound smart in this letter.
Do I need an E?
I don't,
Four
which
scores.
kind of fork? God damn it.
Should I buy a vowel?
It's a U.
But Tom Hanks can look at any puzzle or non-puzzle for that matter and come up with 11 different answers, none of which is he sure of.
Bonus points if it's Jesus related.
Yes.
Yeah, you get a +5 to intelligence when you're dealing with Jesus topics.
Also, he's going to make it religious, he's going to make it pagan, and then he's going to turn it back into religious again, which is almost as impressive as the holy granddaughter grenade picking out her dead grandpa's dick in a lineup.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Tom
No, that
Hanks didn't
didn't-
see that coming.
that
She's
didn't-
like,
Oh,
he
yeah,
looks
you-
older.
Actually,
With his dick out, he looks older?
You were asleep for that part. She told a story about how she unexpectedly went to visit
On
him.
his dick?
And yes, actually, she walked in on
he was
him
a part.
in the middle of a sex cult
Well,
where they were all
it-
standing around in robes while her grandpa was banging out some biddy on a table.
I knew it. Listen.
She was peeking through the window like a creeper. You
She
can't.
was.
Don't-
Okay. But you guys
She was
talk
Pee-wee
shit
Hermaning it.
to me every week saying, stop jumping to conclusions. Not everything's law and order. And then what does it turn out to be? Ding, ding. Dick Wolf. She recognized their grandpa's dick at the fucking Louvre. And he was not art, people.
You were very adamant about that. I'll grant that to you.
Thank you. I'm
That's
usually
true.
right.
I'm sorry I didn't wake you up for the payoff to
I
that one.
wish you would have.
I
Damn
remember.
it.
I only remembered the sex cult like 30 seconds before it happened. Like, oh yeah, there's a sex cult in this.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tom Hanks' super autism. It's great. It moves the AKA air quotes plot along. There is no fucking plot to this movie.
There is a plot. There's just way too much of it.
Look what I can do. Yes and, yes and, yes and. This is also a thing. Look how smart we are. I'm
Also-
Tom Hanks. But let's talk about something that isn't a superpower that I didn't know that the French could boast because I assume they're all haughty cunts. French customer service. Jay,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
wanna-
Peace clause.
We're going to get in this gondola. We're
We-
going to see the last half of It's a Small World After All. And now you're in an armored car.
Yep, they actually.
The cops show up to arrest Tom Hanks and Jesus' granddaughter while they're at the bank. And the bank's like, oh, yeah, but you're one of our oldest accounts. And that includes a smuggle you out from the fucking police clause.
We're going to get in this gondola. We're
We-
going to see the last half of It's a Small World After All. And now you're in an armored car.
Yep, they actually say that they saw that they were on the FBI's one. You always live outside your means. The only reason that is of no use to you right now is because you don't have that ability. If you had that ability, I guarantee you would find a way to use it.
Hell yeah. Because when you're that rich, you don't get that rich by maintaining the law and paying taxes and doing things like that. So you're all
The fact that, you always live outside your means, the only reason that is of no use to you right now is because you don't have that ability. If you had that ability, I guarantee you would find a way to use it.
hell yeah. Because when you're that rich, you don't get that rich by maintaining the law and paying taxes and doing things like that. So you're always ready for the war to pop off.
I have
What
a
about the
taco cart.
butlers? How are the butlers?
You're a butler.
Gandalf has the best goddamn butler
No,
in this
Gandalf
movie.
doesn't have. Well, okay, yeah, he does, but
Yeah.
it's oh my god, there's so much double crossing, which we'll get to. But
Yeah,
the
okay.
butler is
The
a
twist!
fucking badass.
The butler, Gandalf knocks a dude out and then just tells the butler, yeah, clean him up. And the dude just does it. He
Take
just,
care of this.
Ties him
hands
up,
him the gun,
puts
and
him in a car.
the first and we get. He says,
Their smoking jacket.
"Oh
So
yeah."
then he's their getaway driver. Then he's their getaway pilot.
You also have to match the color of the steel to your jacket.
Obvi.
goes and fetches Gandalf his evening pistol because
He's
he's not a monster and he's going to use the proper revolver for the time of day.
Right.
Yep.
Like you start with your forks on the outside at a fancy dinner. You
Yeah,
use your
exactly.
evening pistol when you wear your smoking jacket.
Oh
So
yeah.
then he's their getaway driver. Then he's their getaway pilot.
You also have to match the color of the steel to your jacket.
Obvi.
Is
No,
what we're
not the
saying.
butler. The albino.
Yeah, but the butler's the one who does all the kidnapping
Oh,
for
yeah.
them. and
Yeah,
he's
no,
wonderful.
he's fantastic.
He's a real ride or die butler,
Yep.
and that's hard to find in.
He's not really like.
He's handy capable, Casey.
He's so creepy. He's so creepy. He doesn't count.
He's a great goddamn butler. Is
No,
what we're
not the
saying.
butler. The albino.
Yeah, but the butler's the one who does all the kidnapping
Oh
for them.
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
No,
wonderful.
he's fantastic.
He's a real ride or die butler,
Yep.
and that's hard to find in servants these days.
well, and you can see. So him and the sadomasochismer.
Every time you say that word, it gets more and more confused. I
Yep.
don't think you've said it the same way twice yet.
Nope.
also, he's only a masochist,
Yeah.
and questionably that.
He's a sadomasochismer.
No, because he doesn't
No,
get
no.
anything out of hurting other
Yeah.
people. He just does that out of necessity, and he
No, he
don't-
does because then it gives him an excuse to hit himself more.
Yep. Yep.
He absolutely does.
They.
No, it's a penance.
and
Yep. But anyways,
he loves his penance.
we also don't see if he actually gets like sexual pleasure out of beating himself.
Right.
That's the extended cut.
Probably.
Oh, but I mean, one thing that I did like between him and the butler was the violence. There was some good fire shooting scenes, good gunfight.
Blow your fucking roll. What good fucking combat was in
There was
this?
there was one good gunfight.
What one?
The one where the sadomasochism and
The one where Nebuchadnezzar.
I was just gonna say Nebuchadnezzar.
the one where he shoots his friend, the Bishop Cardinal Dick, accidentally loses his mind and then gets shot by the police. That was the only part of this movie I enjoyed.
Was it good or was it just
was-
mediocre? But the rest of the movie was
yeah.
such a snorefest that there was
Thank
something
you.
going on.
I'm trying to be optimistic here, so fuck you.
was-
Fuck your optimism.
It was the only scene in this movie where someone held a gun and didn't have it slapped out of their hand.
That's
Fair.
like saying
That's how
like
every other scene ended.
you got sexual pleasure because when you sneezed you peed a little and you like kind of equated that to being wet and you're like, hey, was that sexy? No, it was pee. No, it was it wasn't good. I was asleep
wait,
for it, and
wait.
I can tell you right now it wasn't fucking good.
Wait, you don't pee every time you sneeze?
I try not to, but sometimes
Yeah,
I
me
don't
either.
win.
Me either. Why would you?
I mean,
Sometimes we all lose a little. So let's flip the pain around. We did
Let's
not like it when it showed this guy's body on screen, but secondly when he was like,
Looked away for that, but the noises alone of this
Yeah.
dude whipping himself.
Was it the slapping noise?
but it
Yeah,
also
no,
could
it
have
was slapping
been
noise.
the audio from like a Guy Fieri show as well. And I'm gonna spank myself because I'm albino zaddy.
I was real uncomfortable by that, and I would have been happy to have lived without it.
Yeah, I didn't. I looked away for that, but the noises alone of this
Yeah.
dude whipping himself.
Was it the slapping noise?
But
was-
it
yeah,
also
no,
could
it
have
was slapping
been
noise.
the audio from like a Guy Fieri show as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, like, you could have put a lot of different visuals to those sounds.
yeah,
he
the-
had he was eating something and
He
it
was
tasted
in
really good
Flavor Town.
while he was
Deep into Flavor Town.
I would have really enjoyed.
Little slapping.
It was a really wet noise.
Yeah.
And that,
It's not what it sounds like.
That's what Jay's mind went to. That was Jay's happy place.
Yeah.
The system is down.
So I'm going to put it in alt theory that this whole movie was actually an episode of what is it? Whatever that Guy Fieri show is. All the sound
Divers.
effects.
Divers,
Divers.
divers
diner,
drowning,
divers,
downer,
drives,
diner.
and Dungeons and Dragons.
Down syndrome divers drowning.
Wait, is
Just
that like your
awful.
sadomasochism? Like diners, dives, and drives in?
drives in.
Drowsy.
Shit, I can't
Drowsy
say
drives. Well, while we're fucking all tongue twisting normal words, let's talk about all the fucking puzzles because that was particularly painful. Have you ever sat down and watched another person solve a crossword for almost 3 hours? Because we just did. That's what this movie is.
I
It's a
have.
fucking 3-hour crossword puzzle. Watching
Yeah.
someone else solve when you're going like, it's basketball. What other word could it be?
Yeah, this was like the Mormon Church sponsored a Professor Layton game, and it was not
Oh man,
good.
that is such an awful fucking concept.
Right?
It was slow. The puzzles were fucking stupid. They had one of those little wooden boxes, like a keepsake wooden box you'd get at like a Southern pit stop, like made by
Triple time, and so you would have had like a.
the worst fucking looking. Like we're ripping this off of something.
I
It
mean,
was terrible.
This movie would have moved a lot faster if Tom Cruise was in it. Because I feel like the reason that it was 3 hours
Because
is
he runs a lot.
Yeah, that's what
Hey.
I'm saying. Like a lot of the scenes where it's just walking
Oh,
and
man.
meandering, it would have been done in triple time, and so you would have had like an hour and a half movie.
There
Yeah.
was like a 5-minute long scene where we followed Tom Hanks just walking through Paris.
And that
And
was
that
right
was-
towards the end.
That was
Yeah.
part of the series of endings. Am
Yeah.
I jumping ahead too far? Because there was a series of fucking endings that we had to witness.
I'm just saying Tom Cruise would have gotten us through that scene in like 12 seconds
Right.
flat.
Right.
This really could have been like, I'm gonna say like an 80-minute movie had Tom Cruise been in this.
Yeah, that's my point. The
And
entire
they
thing
would
would
have just,
been-
instead of thinking about the puzzles, he would have just yelled out the answers, ran around. Also, like you brought it up earlier, Tom Hanks, they would solve the puzzle. And you're like, oh, that's the answer. But what if it's not, and then all of a sudden, for no good fucking reason, I decide to lift this floorboard? What?
There's more questions.
But wait, there's more. It was like a fucking infomercial of bullshit puzzle wizard.
1999.
Yo, dog.
Yo,
I
dog.
heard you like puzzles.
So I put an anagram in your crossword and shoved a
No,
sign.
Tom Cruise was not in this
Oh
movie.
God
Jay.
damn it! Oh,
That would have been a better movie
Thank
because
you.
I would
Yeah.
have been on the albino quarter truth.
no, this is how it works. It's the biggest escape room, and when you finally find the end, they kill you and you escape the Earth
Yeah, no, that's
in
really
your spaceship,
Oh.
and Xenu comes and rescues you. Am I doing it right?
The
No,
sign-
Tom
the-
Cruise was not in this
Oh
movie.
God
Jay.
damn it! Oh,
that would have been a better movie
Thank
because
you.
I would
Yeah.
have been on the albino side.
doesn't
on
that
one.
sound like something a science fiction writer would come up with?
The
Listen,
Hubbard Code.
There's a few notes in here that I have questions about that I wrote down. Tom Hanks is wearing Leif Garrett's merkin as a wig. Discuss. Does anybody disagree? Like, not blonde merkin,
No,
like his
I-
natty color.
I agree with that statement. I will say, having read the book, it's not supported by the text. I don't recall that
That's
ever
not
being in
accurate.
there.
They never mentioned Leif Garrett's merkin.
I thought that was the actual language they used describing his hair.
Oh yeah,
Dan
yeah,
Brown
yeah.
was like, and you know, Robert looks like he's
Kinda
wearing
like a greasy feathered merkin.
Merkin.
He looks like Lucius Malfoy was in a hair metal band.
but like
they
30 years
shaved
ago.
it half. Like they shaved it half back. Also, I wrote down some Gutenberg looking motherfucker ain't even wearing a hat at this table. Don't trust him. Did he end up betraying someone when I fell asleep?
No.
It's an indication of power. So for whatever reason,
Indication of traitor.
men especially have indicated their status via hats. Hats are just the most fucking important thing, and the bigger and the more elaborate your hat is, the more power you have.
Okay, so does that
hats
mean
are
the
No
guy
hat,
without
no power.
Does that mean that the guy without the hat then was just like a
Like
low
a
line level
secretary.
bitch? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Bitch.
Here's one I don't remember why I wrote down. It's no riddle. It's you I want to diddle.
It's because we're talking about priests. This
I
whole
got
thing
it.
was
No,
about
no.
Catholic
nothing.
priests.
It wasn't that.
I have no context for why you wrote that down. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Huh.
was it the Holy Granddaughter's V vagina?
I don't know. Also, Butler gives albino butterfly kisses. That's what I ran down right before I fell asleep.
Yeah,
Let me tell
I
you
don't remember
my.
the Butler butterfly kisses. I mean, I believe myself.
yeah, he.
Yeah, that was
They're
right. That
so
was right
gentle.
before. That was
Butlers
right
are
before
so-
they got shot.
Yeah, that
God
was
damn
the.
it, I just blinked out when they got
That was
shot.
the fifth or sixth ending when the butler betrayed them and turned out to be
and
the teacher.
Butterfly kissed them
No,
all.
it was
and
like
then
the
he
fourth.
was that Bob Carlyle Christian singer that sang Butterfly Kisses.
You
My
were
mom
sleeping.
fucking
You didn't
loved that song.
fucking know
Yeah,
what's going on.
I saw Butler
It was
Butterfly
like-
Kisses.
It was like, yeah, that was like the fourth ending because then like the fifth ending
Was
was
the
when Elon Musk, God damn it, when Sir Ian McKellen comes out and says, "Oh, I'm the traveler."
When Elon
the
Musk came out
teacher.
and
He's
tweeted,
the teacher.
Okay, hang on. Maybe if we're quiet, Casey will fall asleep again and dream a new ending with Elon Musk in it too, and we can read about Tom Hanks giving Elon Musk butterfly kisses.
Tom Cruise, you ignorant slut.
which one of the? Hey, wait. Which one of them is the Holy Grail?
New podcast idea. Every week we just have Casey describe this movie to us again. You can listen to how it transforms over time.
It's a big meta project.
I hate modern art. Juice, you're a fucking asshole.
I can't agree with you more.
Jay, would you watch this again?
No, oh God, no. See, I can't even set anything up. No, I no. Dave, would you watch this again?
Oh,
He's
you won't
yawning.
even talk about it.
No, it was just boring. It's boring, and we didn't even mention. Okay, here's the problem. It is twist after twist after twist, and the character's good, and then they're bad, and then they're actually good, but they're actually bad, and there's secrets, and it's just so convoluted and absurd. You have no idea what's going on. It doesn't foreshadow anything. It either tells you that something's going to happen, or it just comes entirely out of the blue. It's cheap, shitty writing. It's boring. There's a bunch of scenes that you could just be fucking gone, and it would change the movie, except for maybe make it better. No, I will not watch this movie again. I will not do it. I will not do it
I will
on a
not.
train.
I will
do
not.
it with my brain.
I did not watch it.
I will
I
not
will
do
not
it
watch it
in
on
a
a
cave,
train.
but will you watch it again, Dave?
Well, number one, thank you for actually going on for a bit more so that I could finish yawning.
The Reverend J. Jackson, everyone. The
Just-
Reverend
yeah.
J. Jackson.
That was my best Dr. Seuss. actually.
I was going Jesse Jackson on you.
This is the second time I've watched this shit show, and it will hopefully be the last. I've also
You
read-
watched it before?
I did. I've seen this before. I read the book. It's terrible, and I really had no interest in going back to this. And I tried talking you all out of this.
I didn't talk anyone into it.
And you did
I
this
thought this was
anyways.
going to be fun.
It,
story.
no, it was not. So no, I will absolutely not watch this boring fucking Jesus meets National Treasure shit show ever again. Casey, how about you? Are you going to watch this all the way through and see the parts that you fell asleep for?
I would watch this again on an airplane for a transcontinental flight, during a hysterectomy, during a traumatic experience.
Is all
and
of this
instead
going
of-
on the airplane?
That's what I was
And I
picturing.
would
One hell of an
also-
airplane.
I'm like, wow, this is a wicked fucking flight.
It's a surgery I'm not supposed to have, so it's like an international water thing.
Jay's there,
and
but
honestly-
he's drunk off his ass on scotch.
PSA, I would rather watch this film than
Like
look
the
at
sun.
pictures of your fucking kids, people. Stop showing us. We don't fucking care. I'm going to start taking pictures of my food and my poop to show you every time you fucking do this. Juice, would you watch this again?
You know, it's funny you say that because I feel like I just took a shit.
On a kid?
on a kid, on a little French girl who is actually a holy granddaughter. No, the first time I watched this, I did exactly as you, Casey. I fell asleep. There's no way I would ever watch this again. I regret all of my decisions. I regret everything. I'm going to go home and I'm going to cry, and then I'm going to pee in Jay's bed. Not necessarily in that order.
Good. Well, that wraps up Read It and Weep Month, and we definitely want to cry based on our fucking decisions.
Well, what? But what do you think? I mean, how did Read It and Weep Month go?
It makes me never want to read again. But
Yeah.
we're not going to do that because next month we're going back to school, you guys. We're going full fucking Billy Madison for summer.
Yeah, that was kind of tough to pick a movie because a lot of the movies that I wanted to pick just aren't bad movies. They're great movies.
Like It, if they would have just included that gangbang scene. So next month is all movies based around school. So next week, I'm starting it off with The Substitute 2 because I've never seen the first one and I don't want context.
There is nothing better than starting. In the
I
middle
know
of a
Ernie
series.
Hudson is in the first one, which really made me want to do that one, but I feel like the second one's where we got to start this. So we will, you'll hear us in a week, and we will watch you through your laptop cams. We're not FBI. We're just curious. Bye-bye.